Steve Stevens is dead. He committed suicide today in Erie, Pennsylvania, when police had finally spotted him and wanted to pull him over. The man, the Facebook killer, the murderer, who shot down a defenseless elderly man in Cleveland for no reason other than he was having a bad life, has committed suicide at the age of 37 to avoid the repercussions and the consequences of his actions. I put out a video yesterday and I let everyone know that I have no problems with this man being dead. In fact, I think that in light of his assertions that he had killed 12 people, or the lack of humanity that he displayed in gunning down Mr. Robert Godwin, in light of all of that, I don't think that the way this turned out is so bad. See, if you can't assure to me that this man could be apprehended and never hurt another soul, then maybe him taking his own life was all that was left. I mean, if he won't come in, which police spoke to him on 911 calls, he wouldn't turn himself in. And maybe this is what he wanted. And if this is what Mr. Stevens wanted, he could have achieved it without taking the life of Mr. Godwin. I think that Stevens had a lot of issues, but one of those issues was not a detachment from reality. I don't buy into the notion that just because you do a heinous act, that means automatically that you are so unstable that you don't know what you were doing. What I saw in that video, what haunts me in that video, is the eyes of a man who was minding his own business, and the fear that flowed through him, it appeared to me. That bothered me very much, for at least since the story broke. Also, what bothers me, even bothers me more than the fear in Mr. Godwin's eyes, was the lack of empathy, the lack of apology, the lack of sympathy, the lack of humanity on behalf of this man right here. I don't have to be politically correct. Well, all I have to do is be real with who I am and what I believe. And you can look me dead in my eye and you'll know that I believe this man is better off dead, if not in a box or in a cage where he could never do what he did again. Because everyone, or many of us, have bad things in our lives. We have breakups in relationships. We don't shoot an unarmed man that we don't know because we're pissed off. Many of us have jobs we don't like. We don't just go unhinged and just kill someone because of it. This was a troubled man. It's unfortunate that he couldn't have been stopped, prevented, talked to, talked down, reasoned with. That's behind us now. An opportunity was missed somewhere along the line. I believe that. I'll give you that. 6 days a week and twice on Sunday. Someone knew this man was fragile somewhere. Maybe he's like some men who has issues and goes through something emotional, and when you ask him, hey, you all right? And the response is, I'm good. We got to get out of that if we're going to ever get into this. But as it stands now, people, millions of people in 4 and 5 states can sleep a little bit safer, a little bit sounder, or soundly tonight. But make no mistake about it, there's still people out there somewhere who don't value life the same way you or I may value it. So let us learn from this situation. If there's something to learn, let's learn something. Let's learn to listen a little bit more intently to our brothers. Let's listen a little bit more intently to our sons, our daughters, our boyfriends, our girlfriends, our spouses, our mates, our partners. Because we have an opportunity to learn from this situation as best we can. My condolences, too, the Godwin family, who shows such a level of faith I know I don't possess. The Godwin family and friends of Robert Godwin say they forgive this man. Well, I believe if there's a God, if that exists, that's up to him to do. But as for me and my children and my friends and for all decent people just trying to go about their life without being shot in the head like a can on a fence or like a target at a gun range, this guy, he had to go.